Hello guys, good morning. Today I'm gonna try to do my very first cooking vlog. We'll see how it's gonna turn out, and we're gonna be cooking the Filipino version of Leche Flan, and we're also gonna put some twist on it. Well, it's not a twist, but something. A leche flan is actually like a creme brulee. Like there's a flan, a custard, and then there's like, instead of the sugar being torched on top, it's actually a sugar caramel under the flan, so that when you invert it, they'll be oozing oozing on the top. Okay, so we need to prepare a caramel for that, and it's as simple as just melting a sugar, or you could add a little water to facilitate the caramelization faster, and also so that it would not burn easily. Okay, so personally I choose to add a little water on my caramel when I'm cooking it because it'll evaporate anyway, and so that prevents it from burning. So here's my brown sugar with it's a cup of brown sugar and then 1/3 cup of water, and then I'm just gonna dissolve it on top of a low heat. Okay, be back. I think we're there. If you would dip your spoon, you would see it running already, so that's the time that you would take it off of the heat. And so we're gonna put our caramel onto our pan. Make sure that you could cover the entire surface of your, just like wiggling around, making sure that the caramel is dripping. So this is how gooey it should look like. Then we're just gonna set it aside. Right? Set it aside. So after you put your caramel on your pan, just go make sure that you've already turned on your steamer on it. Okay? So you don't know what a steamer is, I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is a steamer. Basically, we have here our pot of water. So the water is somewhere over like an inch deep, and then we have here 2 layers of perforated pot so that the steam can go in there. Right, so we're gonna I've used 2 layers because the pan that we're using the 2 of them wouldn't have the same layers, so I had to put them on a separate thing. Alright, so that's our steamer. Make sure that you turn it on before you do the mixing and everything. So pretty much we're just cutting the recipe into half. So instead of 12, we're gonna use 12 eggs, we're gonna use 6, and instead of 1 of each of those cans of milk, we're just gonna use half of them, okay? And then half cup of white sugar, and pretty much that's it, okay? So let's go and separate the eggs. We're separating the egg yolks from the egg whites. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put my egg yolks here and then the white here. So I'm gonna do this. So the way that I do it is I crack the eggshells into halves, and then I just alternately switch the egg yolks from half of the shell to the other, so that I could get the egg white out of it. So just a quick fact, do you know what the egg white is actually called? What's the technical term for it? Albumin. That's the main protein of the egg whites. Build your muscle with it. So actually, leche flan, if you would think about it, it's healthy. It's a complete meal. It has the fats from the yolk, and then the protein from the egg white, and also from the milk, and also the carbs. So it's not that bad. Okay, so this is the last egg. I'm gonna put the whole thing in there because I told you I'm gonna put some egg whites. Okay, so that is that. I'm gonna put this aside. Then I'm gonna set the egg whites out. Now I've already pre-measured my half of my condensed milk, so I'm just gonna pour it in, pour all the milk in. Yummy. And then also my evaporated filled milk. There you go. Put all those goodness in it. up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put our sugar, which is gonna be half a cup. Now, Leche Flan is not a sensitive dish, and so you shouldn't be afraid of like how much of this, of how much is that goes into that, right? It's gonna form a custard no matter what you do, right? So it depends, but these are like the basic recipe. Okay, I'm gonna move you up a little so that you would be able to like see me from a different view. There you go. Here's our thing, and then all we need to do is to like whisk it. Right, mix all of them together. Be better to put vanilla. Let's go grab some vanilla. How much vanilla extract? I would say a teaspoon or two. So mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. I'm done with mixing my mixture, my custard. So if you could see in here, there's like there's like bits of egg whites on it, and also like the film that covers the egg yolks, and so those are not good for if you want to like get a smooth texture on our leche flan. So the secret is cheesecloth. On the Philippines, we put what we call like the calamansi. So probably we could like get some lemon rinds and some lemon juice and put them on here also, but just like a tad, okay? So just to like cut to that sweetness and like bring a little freshness into it. Okay, again we're gonna pass it through our cheesecloth to make sure that there's no lumps in it, and we're gonna have that really soft, silky. So here we go. See, as easy as that. So during fiesta, we could like prepare everything like the day or the night before. So this is one of those dishes that we prepare ahead of time, including fruit salad, macaroni salad. The desserts are usually done like the night before the fiesta or that day. And so now I'm just like squeezing it out of our cheesecloth. Now make sure that another thing is that I use hand or like the mixer, the whisk. The goal is not to put air in it, okay? So make sure that you don't put air on your custard, because then it's not gonna look good when it cuts, because there'll be bubbles inside your custard, and you don't want that, okay? So that's that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get our pan with the caramel. Back. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It's hardened a little bit, okay? And we have our mixture, so just give it a quick stir again. Quick stir, quick stir, quick stir, okay? And then we're ready to pour. I'm gonna pour it. And so there you go. Just like look at it, give it an eye level. They should be the same thickness. Bam, bam, bam. Another important step on cooking our leche flan is to cover it while cooking. Okay, so that is to avoid steam getting onto it, because then you don't want it to be like all watery when you get it out of the steamer. Okay, so I just have this aluminum foil, and then I'm just gonna like measure that, and then just like cover it up. In the Philippines, I remember we used like this plastic cover, like a cellophane, and then we put like rubber bands around it. That's another way of doing it. And so there you go. Also, another important fact is that if you Google or if you search for leche flan, Filipino leche flan on the web, you'll probably be seeing a lot of pictures wherein it is shaped as an oblong. It is because our traditional pan there called lianera is in a shape of an oblong. I don't know what's the historical importance or reason about it, but it's an oblong. But it's just like an aluminum pan. So I thought you should know. So be like, what is this oblong? It's Llanera. Most of our pan there are. I guess it's like to maximize the space of the steamer. It just comes to my mind. Okay, so we have this. We're just gonna check on our steamer if it's ready. Let's go check. Let's go check. So we're just gonna see if there's like steam coming out. And there it is. There's steam coming out of it, and so we're ready to put our pans of leche milk. Sorry, I'll be back. And then we're gonna wait. I forgot how long. I'm gonna look at the recipe, but I would say like around 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna keep it steaming there. Okay, so it's been resting for a while now. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. There you go. It looks firm. I'm not gonna touch it, but I think that's good. Let's take it out. Now, we're gonna put them in the fridge for them to cool down. This is how the regular or the traditional leche flan should look like. See, how did our steamed leche flan came out, okay? Now this is gonna be a lot of carbs for me. I'm not gonna eat all of them. Okay, so there you are. And then we're gonna go ahead and flip it. Oh, Jaren! And so let's go ahead and cut into it. You could add more. Let's try. You can feel its softness, silky. It's not too sweet. That's what I like on my leche flan. I don't want it like too sweet. So like the proportion is correct. What's gonna matter is the proportion of your egg yolks and your egg whites on how much of those you want. Okay? But that's that. That's our first vlog for today. Then, I'm gonna show you something that I made extra later on. Alright? There's more in the fridge. I just like need to put something on it, some spin on it. Thank you guys.